So a couple days ago, there was a report that the Dallas Mavericks could be interested in trading Kristaps Porzingis, their second best player. Now, I think since then, Mark Cuban has come out and said those are false now, so they're probably not trading him. But it is still an interesting idea. What would a Kristaps Porzingis trade look like, and would it make the Mavericks in the better position going forward? So today, we are going to be doing a trading Kristaps Porzingis Dallas Mavericks rebuild. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? So yeah, this is just a hypothetical trade idea just because it kind of floated out there in the NBA news as of late. Now, the Mavericks have had a disappointing start to the season. They are 15-15 at the moment. They are the 19th in the Western Conference. Josh Richardson for Seth Curry really isn't looking like a great trade for them in immediate impact. Kristaps Porzingis has had his fair share of injuries and missed games throughout the season. And Tim Hardaway, he has stepped up. He's been still pretty solid, but it's really Luka, and it's Luka only on this team that's keeping them afloat, because without Luka, they would not be close to 500. Now, like, Jalen Brunson has done his part, but the bigs, Maxi Kleber and Dwight Powell, haven't done all that good as well. So we are going to go through this season. Don't know what's going to happen. We don't have our first round pick. We're just going to simulate through it, and then we're going to look at trading Kristaps Porzingis in the offseason. Probably play Josh Green a ton next year with Tyrone Terry and Tyler Bay, because I really like those guys coming out of Colorado and Bay and Stanford and Terry. So I'm just going to advance through season number 1, because we're already at the midseason mark in real life, but there is no start today this year. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season, and then we'll get into the interesting part of the video. So we ended the season as the 10th seed, which is actually kind of like a reasonable representation of what the Mavericks could end up in real life. Now, in real life, it might be nice because the Knicks get their first round pick, but in this game, yeah, we don't get our first round pick, so it is going to be tough to rebuild this team. Not really rebuild, but kind of retool it without a first round pick. Yes, we will have some cap space, and yes, we are also trading Kristaps. So I really just don't know what the route we should take. So like Luka, obviously amazing. As long as we have Luka, we'll still be somewhat respectable. We just have to fill out the end of the roster around Luka. So I did have to release Boban Marjanovic to call up Tyler Bay, so he wasn't in the G League, so his overall didn't go down to like a 68 morale-wise. So like guaranteed players on this team next year, Tim Hardaway Jr. is an unrestricted free agent, correct? Okay, so guaranteed guys that will be here are probably 1 and 2 and 3. Like Josh Richardson, I might not even bring back. Probably I would like to bring back Tim Hardaway Jr., so that's 4, 5. Maybe Maxi Kleber 6, and then Dwight Powell is probably 7. Yeah, I don't know how this roster is going to look whatsoever. So the NBA Finals is going to consist of the Lakers and the Sixers, and the Lakers win it all. Anthony Davis is your Finals MVP. They beat the Sixers in 6. So draft lottery, obviously we're not going to be picking inside the lottery because the Knicks get our first round pick from the Kristaps trade. So in the same offseason that the Knicks get our lottery pick from the Kristaps trade, we are going to trade Kristaps. So not really going to work out for us whatsoever. That pick ended up being pick 11, and we have nothing to show for it. Should I trade Kristaps back to the Knicks? Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we're going to keep our coaching staff relatively the same. Let me just see. Do we have a good trainer, or do we need a new one? We need a new one. Okay, I'll pick up Randy Martin. So we get 3 training camps set. So just throwing them up in Trade Finder, we get Chris Middleton in a second. I don't think Milwaukee would particularly want to do that trade. Zach LaVine, yeah, I mean, they're the same age, but I just don't think Chicago would want to do that. Kevin Love, I mean, I'm sure the Cavs would take a flyer on that 100%, but that's not a deal I would want in return. Clippers, I mean, they'd be interesting, but that's not the return I would want for him. Brandon Clark and Grayson Allen, I mean, you could have a Jerry Jackson Jr. and Kristaps frontcourt. Now, in this game, I'm going to hold him to a little bit more value than he will in real life because injuries aren't on. So, obviously, like, you're taking on still a big contract in real life, but mainly the thing about Kristaps, he's still a good player. It's just like, is he going to be consistently playing for you every night, or is he going to have to rest a lot? Will he even be healthy in the playoffs? We don't know. So maybe the Hawks, like for John Collins, that could have been interesting at the deadline. I'm sure the Heat would not want to do that. The Hornets, I mean, maybe they would give me an offer. Maybe, dude, what pick do they have in this draft? They have 6. Okay. Would you give me PJ Washington in 6? They might not even give me that. Yeah, I'm going to offer that. Let me just look at the rest of the trades. Kemba, who was traded for Russell Westbrook. Nice. Clay. No. McCollum. No. D'Lo. Actually, the Timberwolves would probably want to do this trade. Actually, it's not a terrible idea. What pick do they have? Oh, they don't have their pick, so the Warriors technically have it, and it's at pick 8. So that is interesting. We get D'Lo and we get Luka. Don't know if we want to roll with that because, like, you're getting Kristaps and Cat, arguably the 2 best, or the first and the 3rd best player from the 2015 class. Obviously, Booker being in between. As your front court, that is pretty sweet. Okay, OKC would give me 5 in Horford. Booker, don't think they would do that. Murray, don't think they would do that. Christian Wood, probably wouldn't even do that. Fred VanVleet, with Siakam, no. Pistons, no. Pelicans would probably do this trade and roll Kristaps at the 5. What pick do they have in this draft? They have 23. I would kind of like a good pick. And then we also get Miles Turner, Obi Toppin. I'm not going to trade him to the Knicks. Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, I would love that in return. What pick do the Kings have in this draft? They have 10. Would they do Tyrese and 10 for Kristaps, maybe. And the only other trade is Gobert and Udoka Azubuike, which I don't really think the Jazz would want to do that. So decisions. Like looking at this initially, like Zach LaVine is an interesting one because he's an expiring contract, and maybe the Bulls would do this trade as Kristaps only has 2 years left on his deal, 3 with the player option. But I don't know. There has been some reports that maybe they would look to trade Zach LaVine because they don't think he's worth a max contract to be their number one when, like, he's been the number one for the last 3 years. They haven't really done anything. So maybe that's like their reasoning, and I think getting Zach LaVine on the Mavs would be sick. I mean, can I do that without giving up Kristaps though? Like that's something I would hop on a lot. Like I would give up Josh Green, probably Maxi Kleber, and I would give up maybe like Tyrell Terry. Can I even offer Terry or Bay? I cannot. Actually, I can offer Tyrell Terry. So, like, could I do those 3 players for Zach LaVine? Possibly. And then I think we have maybe something going for us. Because I think getting Zach LaVine and Luka is really nice. It's just we would still need some defensive help. So, honestly, I'm going to make this trade. We're going to trade Josh Green, our first round pick in 2020. Maxi Kleber, just to kind of throw in this offer. And then Tyrell Terry. Honestly, to make that more enticing for us, can we throw in Dwight Powell instead? And we'll see if they accept it, and they do not. I don't think they would accept it for Maxi Kleber if I threw him instead, and yep, that is the case. So if we went back to Dwight Powell, I would also throw in probably 2 seconds, but that's about it, just because he's an expiring contract, and they don't agree to that, so that's a Zach LaVine idea. It just wasn't going to work out. So I kind of like the D'Angelo Russell idea. So would they give me their first round pick next year, top 5 protected, and D'Angelo Russell for Kristaps Porzingis? They get that guy that they could put next to Cat. They could just roll Rubio at the 1. They still have Edwards at the 2. And then we honestly get just another creator around Luka. I mean, maybe he's not the off-ball guy we really want, though. Let me just see if there's something else better. Like, that's why I think Zach LaVine would be a lot better than getting D'Lo. So maybe I'll do this trade. Maybe since it's an expiring deal for not an expiring deal for basically a 3-year deal left, could we... Damn, they want us to give up a pick. Can we get... They have the number 1 pick. Wow. Their pick next year, top 10 protected. I don't know if they would accept that. They would want Dwight Powell and do a swap. I would give you Dwight Powell as well. And to make it more enticing, if you're going to give me your first round pick next year, top 5 protected, I would also give you... I would give you Tyrell Terry. I would do that for Zach LaVine. Would they do this? Please, please. Boom. That is a blockbuster trade made. Kristaps Porzingis going to the Bulls with Larry Markkinen being a restricted free agent. Even though, like, Wendell Carter Jr., he's had his injury past, they could play Kristaps at center. We get Zach LaVine. We're going to probably work him out to a long-term extension. And, hey, if the Bulls are bad next year, we get their first-round pick if it's not in the top 5. If they had, like, the 8th or 9th or even, like, 13th overall pick, I would have definitely traded for that. But in this case, I do not think we will be having a pick in this upcoming draft. But, yeah, we end up getting Zach LaVine, and we will have a contract to give out in free agency. I might do that now, or I might look to the center market next year. But yeah, we don't really have anything coming up for this NBA draft, so let's go to rookie signings, where we have nothing. Josh Richardson opts out as expected. Definitely bringing back Jalen Brunson. Willie Cauley-Stein, we will bring back for now, as we just traded away a big. So qualifying offers, going to give Tyler Bay something, and I would like to go out and get somebody right now, because Zach LaVine is going to be a restricted or not an unrestricted free agent next year. We're going to have to pay Luka next year as well, correct? Yes. So this is probably the time right now to go out and get a big, or just another guy. I mean, it doesn't really have to be a big, but even Andre Drummond, like, he's been talked about in Dallas Mavericks rumors. Maybe we go after him. I don't know. Like, I don't really want DeRozan. I mean, I would love John Collins. Like, I'm going to offer John Collins a max deal, but I think they will match it. And I will offer Andre Drummond probably 28 mil, because he's a lot. I wouldn't do that in real life, but he's better in this game than he is in real life. So I'm going to give him 28 mil for 4 years, and we are going to front load that contract. I don't even know if that was a smart idea. We'll see if he accepts that. But I would really like John Collins. Like, Mike Conley's too old. I mean, we could look at Markkinen now. I mean, that would be interesting, right? So at the moment, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I could roll with Trey Burke in the rotation. 5, 6, maybe. 7, 8. Okay. So I'd like to sign at least one guy out there. I mean, do we have any other free agents? So Josh Richardson, I don't think I'm going to bring back. Like I said, I'd like to bring back Tim Hardaway Jr., but I would like to sign a free agent first. So yeah, it's pretty much like, I don't think we're getting Kawhi. I mean, Drew Holiday, if this wasn't 2K, yeah, I'd go after Drew Holiday, but he's not as good in this game as he is in real life. So, I mean, we can wait a little bit, but yeah, I think I already made my offers to players I specifically want. So we get Drummond and we get John Collins. I'm going to accept the John Collins deal first. I will unfortunately have to re-announce the rights on Tim. Whoa, Tyler Bay's a free agent? Oh, it's because I signed him for the rest of the year. That was dumb. Okay, so I'm not re-announcing the rights on him. We will have to do it on Tim Hardaway. But yeah, do we get John Collins or do they match it? I mean, I would love this, but they match it. That is a shame. So Drummond, we will now have a little bit more competition, so we will have to offer him a little bit more. Still going to front load that, and I will give him a player option, so we get that done. Now, I'm going to probably go after, like, probably Hardaway over Richardson as well. We get Drummond. Boom, there's our center. I just didn't want to wait till next year where it's a little bit more risky. Maybe there are some better centers out there, but let's just get somebody that's pretty solid for us right now in Andre Drummond. So we're going to sign him, and let's still see if we could sign Tim Hardaway Jr., in which we can. We can actually go after Victor Oladipo. Whoa, that's kind of interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I mean, like I could use a power forward, but not a lot of good ones out there. So I don't really want to, because if we sign Oladipo, I mean, we play Luke at the point guard position. We play Oladipo at the 3. Definitely a possibility, but I might just use that 25 mil next year and try to get creative with it. So I'm going to look to sign Tim Hardaway Jr. on a 1-year deal. I'll actually do a 2-year deal, team option, and I'll give him about 15 mil so he comes back, and then that's going to be it for me in free agency. I'll see what Tyler Bay wants, but I have a feeling he's going to want like 8 or 9 mil, and it's like, why would I give you that? Let me just see. Tyler Bay, or that's Sadiq Bay. Bay is going to want 5 mil. He's probably not going to crack my rotation, so it's not really worth it. I mean, we could just sign him on the team just as a rotational guy, because if he doesn't play, he doesn't play. It's only a 1-year deal, so we will sign him on that. Like, I would have absolutely loved getting John Collins on this team, and there's been some reports that the Mavericks do like John Collins as a player, but unfortunately, like in this game, the Hawks are going to match that deal. I mean, he is like, what, 25 years old, 88 overall. Like, why wouldn't you want to bring him back for somebody that can put up 19 and 11 and also shoot 37% from 3? Talking about in this game, obviously. So training camps, we will have 3 untapped potentials. I will use one on Josh Green, because I would like for him, honestly, to start as our small forward next year. So I'm going to send Zach LaVine perimeter defense and Andre Drummond low post defense. All right, so this is what the starting 5 is going to look like. Luka, Zach LaVine, Josh Green in his rookie season. He will be starting at the 3. We have Maxi Cleveland, Andre Drummond in our front court, and our bench is going to be Jalen Brunson, Tim Hardaway Jr., Willie Cauley-Stein, Trey Burke, and Dorian Finney-Smith. So it's going to be a 5-man bench. Under Rick Carlisle, it's going to be 3.5 star balance. It's actually a 4-star 7 seconds. We'll go to that. Why not? And then at the end of the year, I'll see you guys how our record is going to look like. We are the 8th team in the power rankings, so we should definitely make the playoffs this year, and we'll keep an eye on what Kristaps and the Chicago Bulls do this year. And in year 2, no Kristaps. We end up as the 2nd seed in the West, 3rd team in the power rankings, and Luka Doncic gets his first MVP award. I mean, he averaged almost a triple-double on 70% true shooting. That's one of the greatest seasons of all time. Jalen Suggs of the OKC Thunder's Rookie of the Year. Cade in Cleveland, 6th man. Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved, Kevin Porter Jr. I might want to do another Cavs rebuild soon. After they started off the year pretty good, they have been not good as of late whatsoever. KPJ, Most Improved. And then Monty Williams, Coach of the Year. Cody Toole, Executive of the Year. Not sure what team that is for. Luka, All-NBA First Team. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't see the Chicago Bulls over there. Wow. So wait, don't tell me Cody Toole's are. It might be our executive. So Donnie Nelson would have gotten Executive of the Year. No, our name's actually Martin Olson, so maybe that's the Nets coach. I'm not sure. Or, excuse me, GM. But either way, we're taking on the Clippers in round 1, who have Frank Ntilikina as their starting point guard. I love it. I love it. Paul George Kawhi, I mean, that's a very good defensive trio right there. Mufandi with the 4, Ivica at the 5, and then Ibaka, Adams, Doug McDermott, and Morris off the bench. Pretty interesting. Zach LaVine, that's what I want to see from him. 25 points, 5 assists over a steal a night. 44 from 3, 55 from the field. 77 from line. Okay, that's the second time of his career shooting both 80% from the line. Drummond about 14.5 points, 14 rebounds, 50% from the field. Almost 5 assists, 2 steals, and 1.7 blocks. Not bad at all. Tim Hardaway Jr. as our 6th man. 14.5 points, 42 from 3. Jalen Brunson at 11.5 points, 4.8 assists, 42 from downtown. So him and Tim Hardaway Jr. were very good for us off the bench. Josh Green as a starter, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 49, 40, 77 splits. Yeah, that's a great season from a rookie wing. And then there's Maxi Kleber, Trey Burke, Willie Cauley-Stein, and Dorian Finney-Smith. Tyler Bay played a little bit, but not really a lot. He's up to a 77 overall. So can we beat the Clippers and win our first playoff series of the videos? So we end up winning in 6. That's what I'm talking about. Before I take a look at the playoff stats, I do want to see where the Chicago Bulls ended up. They were pretty bad. Okay, so their lineup of White, Boston, Williams, Markkanen, and Kristaps did not really work out all that well for them. I mean, that is a good lineup going forward. Like, I think they will be good next year, so I'm hoping we get their pick this offseason. As my game just shut off. Sick. Alright, so that was weird. My bad on that. But yeah, I think they will be good next year, so I'm hoping I get their pick. There's a good chance, like, it's going to be, what, 4? It's going to be 6th going into the lottery, possibly 7th. I don't know this tiebreaker, so let's hope it kind of stays that way or even drops a little bit. So in round 1 against the Clippers, I'm sure Luka. Oh, Zach LaVine was actually a leading scorer, and Luka wasn't like MVP Luka, but he was still really good. And Drummond was a stud, and so was Zach LaVine in those 6 games. So now we're taking on the Pels, who have Dinwiddie, Nah, Ingram, Zion, and Clint Capella. Wow, that is a massive upgrade. Jackson Hayes, Eric Gordon, Kyrie Lewis, and Moses Moody. So can we beat the Pelicans and go to the conference finals? We cannot. Damn, I think we were up 3 games to 2 when we end up losing in 7. That is a shame. Damn. All right. I really thought we can go to the conference finals here in year 2, but that is not the case. We ended up losing by 10 points in game 7. Zion went off. Luka went off. I mean, Bleacher Report is just having like orgasm like off that basically. As the Suns win it all, Devin Booker is your finals MVP. They beat the Heat in 7. That'd be a fun series. Kyle Lowry retiring with the Brooklyn Nets. All right, he gets his jersey retired by the Raptors as expected. Draft lottery time. Let's see where this Bulls pick ends up. It's currently number 6. We want it to stay that way. We do not want it to jump up whatsoever. Like, I am perfectly fine if it drops to pick 8. So we want some of these teams to jump up, like Wizards, jump up, please. Damn, okay, so I'm hoping at 8, it goes to the Dallas Mavericks. Like, I'd rather get the 8th pick than not a pick at all. Please, please. Damn, the one time I want you to drop my pick. Drop my pick, 2K. Oh my god, please, please, please. Oh my god, if we are not 6, and we're not going to be 6. Oh, it is! Let's go! We get pick 6! Yes! Yes! They don't screw me over. That is what I'm talking about. So we end up with 6 and Zach LaVine from the Kristaps trade. I am a very happy man right now. The Pelicans, who beat us, they end up with the 2nd pick though, so they're going to get a lot better. Going to keep Rick Carlisle as our head coach, and Jamal Mosley and Darrell Armstrong as our assistants. So let's go here to the NBA draft. I do want to see what the mock drafts have us taking. Patrick Baldwin. I would love a power forward. Actually, that's the goal here in this draft, is to land a power forward. I mean, like, Chet Holmgren would be amazing, but he's not going to fall to me. So, like, looking at the power forwards, yeah, any one of these 3, I would be happy with. Any one of these 4, actually. Like, I would probably take any one of these 3 right here. Brakefield, I mean, I just got him in the Spurs rebuild, so I don't really need him. Kendall Brown is also 6'7". I wouldn't even mind getting him. So, we'll see how this draft ends up. I'll see you guys at like the 3rd pick. So Chet Holmgren went 1 to the Kings. The Pelicans and Jaden Hardy. He'll have to compete with Null for that starting shooting guard spot. Kendall Brown goes 3, so he's out of the equation. We have, what, 3 more picks in between us? Or excuse me, 2 more picks. And Patrick Baldwin, oh, that hurts. I really wanted Patrick Baldwin. I really did. And watch them take Paolo Banchero. They take Jamin Brakefield. Okay, so I don't have to feel the need to take him because I just had him for a bunch of years in the Spurs rebuild. I mean, we could look to trade the pick. I mean, that and Drummond for Joel Embiid. Yeah, honestly, no, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Like, yeah, I would love this trade, but that's not very realistic. I mean, getting Vucevic. I mean, no, I'm not trading Drummond. I mean, I'm not trading Drummond. I mean, what could we get for this? Wait, what do we have? We have 6 and 28. I mean, if a team wants to give me a good power forward, I thought that was Marvin Bagley. I was going to be like, I'll think about that. Clay around Zach LaVine and Luka. Pretty good on offense. DeRozan, no. I mean, Christian Wood. Ooh, I kind of like that. Jeremy Grant. I mean, they're obviously not going to put up as many points as they did on their teams, but those are interesting targets to go after. Jonathan Isaac. I mean, we do need some defensive help. De'Aaron Fox, Rudy Gobert. I mean, some great. There's my John Collins selection that I always wanted, and we could get Kristaps. So I'm torn between Jonathan Isaac and Christian Wood. I think in my mind I'm already trading the pick, but who do I want? Christian Wood. I mean, do we need more offense? I mean, he would probably be our 3rd best guy on offense. Or do I want Isaac? You know what? We also get a 1st-round pick out of that. Do we get a 1st-round pick? No, we don't want the Magic trade. So you know what? We're going to get Christian Wood on the team. Welcome to Dallas, staying in Texas, so he doesn't have to move that far. So with the 29th pick, I took Miles McBride out of West Virginia. Don't know if he'll play for us, but I kind of just wanted to draft him. I'm going to actually, I'm going to pick up the option on Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't think we'll have much money anyway. Trey Burke opts out. That's pretty much expected, but hey, McBride could replace him or somebody like that. Maxi Kleba, I'm going to let walk as well on that much. So, yeah, top priorities, obviously bring back Luka. Obviously bring back Zach LaVine. So let's just see what Zach LaVine, does he have any offers? He doesn't. Perfect. I didn't bring back Jalen Brunson because I didn't know what I was going to do in free agency, but I want to offer him a deal as well. So before we get those guys back, let's say in our mind we get back Brunson, Luka, and LaVine, and we should. So that's 3 players. That'd be 4, 5, 6, 7. McBride could play as 8, but I would like to maybe get another backup big. So maybe I will bring back Maxi Kleba. We do have bird rights on him on just a 1-year deal. And do we get all these guys? So we get LaVine, Brunson, and Maxi Kleba. Why would I renounce the rights on Luka? That just wouldn't make any sense at all. I got back Jalen Brunson, correct? Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna wait to see when we get back. Luka, stop making me read out the rights on him. I'm not allowing the Nets to steal him. So we get Luka back. KD, gonna go back to the Nets, it looks like. Kyrie, gonna go to the Knicks. Okay. Curry and Harden already went to the Nets. No way they can get back KD. No way. Oh my God. Oh my God. They have 3 top 7 players in the NBA. That's a little absurd. So taking a look at play progression, it is championship or bust next year. This is 100% a championship level team. The starting 5 is so good. So I'm really hoping that, I don't know, we can actually win a title next year. I'm a little worried about our defense, though. I mean, if we just are going to look at, like, I don't know, perimeter defense, yeah. When Luka's your second best perimeter defender, not really a recipe for success. But I think we'll be fine. So I'm going to send Josh Green to untapped potential. I'm going to send, I think, Zach LaVine to perimeter defense again. And I'm going to send, I guess, Christian Wood to low post defense. Christian Wood's actually a 90 if you move him to power forward. So the starting 5 is Luka, LaVine, Green, Wood, and Drummond with Hardaway, Brunson, Kleba, and McBride, who will be playing for us off the bench. Maybe we could have used a Tyler Bay there, but I am fine with McBride. Now, system proficiency is 4 stars, 7 seconds. Balanced is 4 stars, so we'll just go back to that. And we are 6th in the power rankings. Like I said a little bit ago, it is championship or bust this season. So we end the season as the 1 seed. So like I've said, championship or bust. Luka is your MVP, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, a steal, 45%, almost from 351 from the field, almost 52%, 85 from the line. Another MVP for Luka Doncic. We get Coach of the Year. We get Executive of the Year. Luka All-NBA first team. I am intrigued to see if the Chicago Bulls were better this year, as I kind of expected. So let's see, was I right or was I wrong? Drummond helping out our defensive woes, being all defensive first team. That is pretty huge for us. So the Bulls were the 1 seed. All right, maybe I know what I'm talking about. I do play this game a lot, so I am glad that that pick conveyed because, yeah, they are pretty good now. Kristaps has been pretty similar in his first 2 years in Chicago in each of the years. So we are taking on the Grizzlies. We're going up against John Sexton, a very intriguing backcourt there. Caleb Houston, Brandon Clark, Mitchell Robinson, and his Canner, Malik Monk, and Jaden Springer. A couple former Knick big men right there. And player stats. So, yeah, Luka averaged 25 and 11. LaVine, 23 and almost 5. He was also so efficient. He was 66% true shooting. Luka was at 68%. And Christian Wood, almost 20 and 11. He's like our Chris Bosh. We have our LeBron, we have our Dwayne Wade, and we have our Chris Bosh. Andre Drummond, all defensive first team. Hardaway, pretty solid 6-man. Not great shooting, but not terrible, but not great. I mean, really not all that good. There's Brunson, Josh Green, McBride, and Maxi Kleba did a little bit. So, in system proficiency, we're at 4 stars still. Okay, just wanted to check that out. And yeah, I guess without further ado, let's take on the Memphis Grizzlies, and we end up sweeping them. Let's go. So we're taking on the Timberwolves in round 2. See if they make me regret not trading for D'Angelo Russell and going after Zach LaVine. But I want Zach LaVine, who has an 83% true shooting in round 1. Proved to me why I should have traded for him. But the big 3 coming out strong. Let's see what happens here against the T-Wolves, who have D'Lo, Beasley, Edwards, Randall, and Cat. Not bad, not bad. Rashawn Holmes, Culver, McDaniels, and Naz Reid. So let's see what happens here as we end up winning in 5. That's what I'm talking about. Over to the player stats of the playoffs. Luka playing like the MVP, LaVine, and I'm just glad Christian Wood has been phenomenal for us, posting a career high when he comes to Dallas. He didn't get caught in the mix. He didn't get caught behind everyone else. He still produced at a career level. All right. Hardaway means shooting well from 3, but not from the field. Drummond putting up a lot of rebounds. And, oh my God, almost 7 assists. Damn, Drummond. All right, so taking on the Suns, who are the reigning NBA champions. David Duke, who's out of Providence, is having a great playoff run. Booker, Bridges, Ochoa. Wow, they have Ochoa. Okay, that's a good front court. That is a good front court, a good young front court. Jalen Smith, Cam Johnson, Alec Burks, and Anton Watson. Did they trade for Ochoa this year? Like, I'm intrigued to see what they gave up for him. It's looking like he was not traded this year, though, so I really can't tell what they gave up for him. I mean, we can go and check out the Miami Heat to see if they have any former Suns on their team, but Sarge was involved. So it was a couple years ago. It was actually in year 1. Maybe they ended up giving up, like, the pick to Caleb Love. I don't know. Derek Culver. Not sure really what they gave up. But, yeah, we'll see what happens here in the series. Game 1, we pick up a victory by 11 points at home. Let's go up 2-0 in them, please. Okay, 1-1. They ended up beating us by 14. So we're going to Phoenix here. Up 2-1. Let's go. Come on. Go up 3-1. Luka, Levine, Wood, give me a huge game. Boom. Let's win in 5. Let's win in 6. Let's go. We're going to the NBA Finals to take on the Washington Wizards, who, oh man, I would have loved to face the Bulls to go up against Kristaps. Oh, that hurts not facing them. That would have been so cool. But the Wizards are rolling out J.D. Davison, Bradley Beal, Deni Avdija, Rui Hachimura, Evan Mobley. Wow, I think that Bulls team is definitely better. Surprised they ended up going to the finals. I have a feeling we could sweep them. Just kidding, definitely not. Imagine they went up 2-1 on us. So it's 2-2. All right, 3-2 us. We have a chance here to beat them in 6 games on the road in DC. Can we do it in the nation's capital? And it's looking like that is going to be the case. We are up 141 to 115. All right, what's this lineup out here? We have Tim Hardaway Jr. at power forward. That's not what I want. We do have Levine and Doncic in, though. I want to use a little bit of Christian Wood, though. Luka has 27, 7, and 17. Are you kidding me? Levine only has 15 points. Hardaway, why'd you come over here and leave Thomas Bryant wide open? What are you doing? I do want to see what Christian Wood has. He has 28 and 14. Let's go. Christian Wood balling out. He's guarded by Rui Hachimura. He does have an A-3, but he's going to go right at Hachimura. Oh, I was hoping that would be an and 1. But you know we're going to knock down our free throws. It's too easy. Christian Wood is going to have a 30-piece in Game 6 of the NBA Finals. That's what I'm talking about. Josh Green has 21 and 7 too. Man, you just love to see it. Josh Jackson playing in the final 2.5 minutes of the NBA Finals. You really just like... It really covers you shocked right there. So Michael Carter-Williams out to Thomas Bryant, who I left open once again. I gotta stop doing that. Luka finds Zach LaVine from downtown. That is no good. But Christian Wood is a stud. He's doing that on 50% shooting as well. Man, he is so good. Bradley Beal driving. Oh, I thought it would get up. Oh, man. I've not been playing good defense since I've got into this game. We got a Luka 3 coming up. Oh, that's easy money. That is easy money. Luka's got 30 now. All right, so it's pretty much expected. Luka's going to be Finals MVP. Yep, that is the case. So, yeah, that is going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I actually love the team I built. Let me know. Do you think the Mavericks should maybe explore the idea of trading Kristaps Porzingis, or do you think they should just still hold on to him? Maybe it's too soon to do that. So let me know that down below. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. Drop a like if you did. I also have 2 other channels, if you didn't know, in the description below. One's called Sross. It is kind of just more NBA content I do on that channel, like tier lists in the NBA, Sporkle quizzes, reactions to NBA style content. And I have a Madden/NFL channel down there where I do mock drafts, Madden rebuilds, redrafts, stuff like that. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Love y'all, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.